It is incredibly impressive that I think this is the only nation in the entire universe where the main leader, the president of the country, celebrated a foreign festival in his home.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't remember.
I can't remember President Xi in China or Prime Minister Modi in India celebrating a foreign festival in either one of their homes. Do you? Or any other leader?
Hello, namaste. Auntie Zarna here with the Zarna Garg Family Podcast, reporting live from Washington, D.C., where we just got done attending the White House Diwali party. So honored to attend it with my whole family. All 5 Gargs were in attendance, and this podcast is a very special episode roundup of how beautiful this Diwali celebration was. In the house, we have all 5 Gargs. My husband of 25 years, Shalabh Garg. My daughter, who's a college senior, Zoya Garg. My son, who's a college freshman, Bridge Garg. And my little one, Veer Garg, 7th grader. So let's get into it. How did we feel to be part of celebrating Diwali at the White House in Washington, D.C.?
You know what? Can I just say something? Public service message. I have to make a public service message. It is incredibly impressive that I think this is the only nation in the entire universe where the main leader, the president of the country, celebrated a foreign festival in his home.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't remember.
I can't remember President Xi in China or Prime Minister Modi in India celebrating a foreign festival in either one of their homes. Do you? Or any other leader. Forget about, okay, fine, those are developing countries. But can you imagine the, 10 Downing Street in the UK or any other? I mean, I guess we had an Indian Prime Minister there, so maybe that's not a good example.
But did he celebrate Diwali?
He did celebrate Diwali, but not as outwardly as President Biden today did.
He also made it a point to make it clear that it's our home. The first thing he said was, it's our home in his speech, that it's not his home, it's our home, and it's home to all the people that are American citizens. And I thought that was a really good point.
That was a good point too. I mean, overall, it was very impressive. I mean, of course, the structure is majestic, right? Like just to getting in there and the lawns and the Marines.
And how was it getting in? How was it hard? Was it easy?
They made it like really very clear cut. Like exactly, you knew exactly what to do. The security was very clear. Like it was strict security, obviously, because it was the president, but it was very clear what to do. I didn't feel confused at any point. Like the signs made it clear. The security were very nice. Like they were clear about what they could and.
Did you think they were intimidating? I didn't think they were intimidating.
No, they weren't intimidating, but they did their job and they made sure everything was secure.
And the security are Navy soldiers, people who have been in the army.
I mean they're professionals.
They're professionals, but they're also people who have served for our country. And I felt like
is that true?
Yeah,
yeah.
You spoke to them. They were
you
all,
spoke to them?
Well, I asked where did you serve, what brought you to this place in government, and it was just. Honestly, it was the first time that I, as a citizen, got to experience that close camaraderie.
I mean, I wish all the Indian people won't keep asking them to take pictures because that's not their job, right? I mean, they're like serious professionals.
So nice.
I know, but like they were being nice, but at the same time, they're fighting wars and taking bullets. And here you are asking them to take pictures in front of the picture, Obama's portrait, which by the way was very nice.
It was very beautiful.
The paintings
and they had full gold like dining sets. Inside of casing, like it was really cool.
The food was amazing. There were laddus, there was shrimp. I saw some mushrooms. It was great.
Yeah,
they
drinks.
served sparkling water with lemon in glasses.
Oh, the best thing is that they kept letting us get water and then just drop it off at the different servers. It just kept going like over and over again.
And they had people with platters to collect the empty glasses of water.
Which may seem like it's just water, but let me tell you, when you're in a crowded room and there's a lot of stuff happening, you just want water. Honestly, you're not looking for the fancy drinks. And they knew. Everywhere you turned, there was like somebody silently watching and helping you.
A Marine. They were very professional, They knew what they were doing and not like...
No, but they were very did you notice that they were very silent? Like it wasn't very
they were very quiet.
Like they just knew. The minute you turned, they were like, you want some water? I was like, why? Thank you, I do.
I want to talk about my favorite part of the night, which was right before Biden gave his address. There was an Indian woman who was from a space shuttle who was talking about all the math and science she did for this country as an astronaut. We should shout her name out, which we will.
Sunita Williams.
Sunita Williams.
Who live streamed in from the International Space Shuttle to wish us a happy Diwali.
Hundreds of miles away.
And I think of the entire night, that was the most Indian thing that could have possibly ever happened. Because she was sitting in space.
You could literally see Earth in the background.
She was just like giving us Happy Diwali and implicitly saying, please go be a scientist. You know? It was amazing.
Yeah. She's the current Indian astronaut and she's in the International Space Station, the American International Space Station right now. Yeah.
And she live streamed into the event to wish everybody a happy Diwali. It was a wild moment.
In fact, President Biden didn't even know how much time had passed in that relay over to come to us, because it's impossible to know how many seconds or minutes had passed for that relay to make it by the time we saw it.
And did they say that she experiences 16 moon and sunrises?
Yeah, 16 sunsets and sunrises in a single day.
In a day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't know what that meant.
Tell us the science. You're going to be a doctor. You need to know this.
I don't think he's going to.
I'm not going to know how that works.
She's at a different
orbit because we always have a STEM element to our podcast. And if you're familiar with us, somebody look up, are there 16 sunrises and sunsets out in the space station? Because we heard that that's what it is, and that sounds phenomenal. Also, Dr. Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, introduced the whole event, and he was, as expected, an Indian doctor, extremely accomplished, extremely
but very articulate.
Yeah. And Ro Khanna and his
the
kids,
senator was there.
I couldn't see. Did he light a lamp or something? Because President Biden did something.
Yeah, no, he called Ro's kids who were little to the stage. And
the room, so you guys know, was very packed. People were so elated and screaming and joyful that we couldn't even see, because everybody's hands were up in the air. We were like right up front and we couldn't see anything because there were so many cell phones, so many people.
Which was, I think, another great. They allowed cell phones in the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. You could take photos everywhere. Like, there's no step along the process where you couldn't take a photo.
They're not creating security for the for the randomness of it.
No.
You know, it was just very secure and cell phones were allowed. Do what you want.
There were 3 security checkpoints before we got in.
Yes.
3 different places
and
where
a
they
dog.
verified.
And a dog moment. Which
moment.
was not great for her, but she made it through.
It was very
Okay, I want to get into my favorite part of the night now.
Yeah.
The one thing that I noticed that I really, really liked was the music. They had this like really great kind of like orchestra that was playing the beats of like all the famous like Hindi and Bollywood songs, and I thought it was just great. Like, I recognized many of the songs, and it was just really good for the background.
What instruments were they playing? Were they Western?
Violin. There was a lot of violins. Yeah.
I thought they were playing using like Western instruments, not like a sitar or something.
No, they were using Western
which was pretty incredible.
But it was its own moment of like Indian Americanness, and they were
now,
playing.
Just draw the parallel. Do you see this happening in a foreign nation's leader's house, and in American jazz? Is not really, right?
Can't remember.
I can't remember anybody doing it.
And I think that's so important because it really symbolizes what democracy actually is, right? Like, it actually is bringing other people and their cultures and making them feel like their own. And it was especially special that, you know, Biden pointed out Kamala Harris's heritage the minute he came on stage, and really made it a point to say she's not here because she's out running an election right now. And I thought it was a moment of pride, at least for me, in terms of the way that our leadership is carrying the torch and how we're seeing representation manifest.
Yeah.
And Veer, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part, to be honest, was just the water. Like how
the water.
Like how they made sure all these not small things, but all these like things that would be considered less important, like they made sure that they were on point with that. Like that water was very small, as you said. Like it wasn't something big, but Like that was actually like I think I drank like 15 glasses of water or something.
Yeah, it was very packed. I mean, I know it may sound funny, but it was packed. It was busy. It was hectic, and you were searching for a moment to be like. There was a lot of excitement, but in the excitement, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out if I don't have some water.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the decor.
Oh,
the decor was
the interiors are spectacular.
Stunning. We're gonna show you some because flowers, marigolds all over the place, and very elegantly done.
Yes, I
Not
agree.
over the top, but you saw it. Like there were little stations all over decorated with little flower rangolis that made it feel. And there was a lot of light, but not like. It wasn't like in your face.
Yes.
It was very elegantly spread out in the whole White House.
It's so true that you could go so cheesy with an event like this, Diwali. Like you could just have flowers everywhere and powder, but it was so restrained in a way that was so Indian. And it was so beautiful. You're right that it was
really
done very
was.
well.
People were excited. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because we were waiting in that room. I wasn't sure what it's gonna be like when the president walks in and whatever. But it's a moment. It's just a moment, and it is what it is. He's the president of the United States. When he walks in, people stand up and they cheer. It just is.
Because of the office he represents. It's not just a person, right? It's a big
100%.
deal.
Because of, and also because of the love with which he welcomed all of us.
He really
Yeah.
was very affectionate.
And
yeah.
he pointed out how many Indian politicians there were in the room itself. Not just politicians, but people in the general, people who are serving in the army. He pointed them out by name and said, you are one of us, and we're so grateful for the accomplishments that this demographic of people have brought to the table. Like, there was a lot of Indian pride there in a very American way. And I think that's very rare. It was amazing. I thought that was amazing.
Yes. And I think overall, I will tell you, like when we got the invite, we were so honored. We were so honored to be included, and it felt like, okay, we're just gonna go and do our thing, and but as we got closer to the date, it got real. This is not just another thing. It's a big thing.
It's the White House.
Very, very big thing. It's the White House. It's the most famous house in the world. You're with the most powerful man in the world right now. I mean,
And you walk in the legacy of the most powerful men in the world, men and women and people in the world. You see the portraits and the old artifacts. It was almost like we were woven into the fabric of the world for a minute, and it was very special.
So what was the part that surprised you guys the most?
I was really surprised, honestly, by like the way that Biden came out and just was smiling and very like it was so joyful. That's what surprised me.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed so happy and so welcomed. It really did not feel like, for some moments, I really didn't feel like, oh, I was in the White House, like I'm in the most important place in the world. It really felt like I was in a community and I was really in a place where I belong. I honestly did feel like that, which I was not expecting at all.
No, it did.
I thought for me the surprise was the seamlessness of the security. I was expecting that
it was not.
It'll
like,
be
they didn't pat us
painful
down or
and
anything.
some IT may not work or this, that, and the other, but it was seamless.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same thing. Like I thought, like if I made the wrong move, like they're gonna escort me out in like 3 SUVs, but it really wasn't like that. Like they were all being really nice. Like it wasn't overkill at all, but they made sure that everything was secure. Like nothing, like I didn't feel unsafe at any point.
I was surprised that they didn't take the volley too far. you know, like Diwali as like a religious holiday that everybody has to subscribe to like every version of the bigness of it. I thought that the way they did the music, the food, the clothing, it was all so elegant and it felt so real and authentic to who Indian people are, at least how I feel I am in the US, and it didn't feel like they just took some Bollywood scene from some movie and just plopped it into the White House. They totally thought through every detail of it.
Yeah, the intent was definitely very honest.
What did we think about the fashion?
I thought people were dressed. It was
People were dressed.
People
like
were
dressing
decked
was
up.
insane. It
Yeah.
was so good. People looked really, really good in their outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
people were
men, women,
decked
children,
out,
everyone was
lot of
decked up.
Indian, like. So Zoya, what did you decide to wear today for your Diwali at White House?
I wore this red garment that I absolutely love. It's a silk one piece, and I wore it because it's a very Indian color, but it's an American draping, right? And I feel like my frustration sometimes with events like this is that demands these big wedding outfits of us, and even though women look gorgeous in these lehengas, it's not that practical of an outfit for me, and it's not something that particularly resonates with me. What I love about this is I can wear it, dress it up, dress it down, feel like it goes well at this White House event, and still feels very Indian and true to me.
And you chose to put a bindi?
I chose to put a bindi because it's Diwali and I wanted to feel the fullest extent of my Indian culture. I'm wearing bangles for my mom as well. And
are you wearing a high heel?
I'm wearing a low heel because your girl's gotta walk.
Almost bridal wear. Almost bridal wear.
People in the comments, out of us 5, who has the best outfit?
Yeah.
Also, just so everyone knows, this whole thing was live streamed, and I'm sure it's still up somewhere. So if you did want to see Biden's speech and the speeches before it, it's all on the internet. So
Oh,
you
is
can
that
probably
true?
search
Yeah,
it.
no, it is available
Okay.
publicly.
I actually was watching the live stream as I was like trying to see myself in the live stream while I was in the crowd. I was like raising my hand trying to see.
Yeah.
No, the fashion was off the grid. And people were in a lot of bright colors, a lot of reds, yellows, pinks.
And
You
from
know,
all over the place, by the way.
Indian Diwali,
They
yeah.
came from very far off places.
Yes, there were a lot of people that had flown all over the country to attend this event, and
And India too, I think, a couple of people.
there were definitely people from India. I didn't really know who
The
they were.
designer person that we met on, the
A lot of really successful Indian people
Yes.
there. A lot of really like self-made. I've met a lot of women actually that were very strong and successful. That surprised me a lot too. There were a lot of successful women, especially in an Indian like religion where India often gets like associated with sexism and I guess men taking charge. I met a lot of really powerful and strong women. Like me and Veer were in the crowd and we were trying to go up in the crowd so we can see Biden more clearly. And one woman just took us and she was like, "Stop being babies," and just ran us through the crowd. Like literally just like got like put us up like 5 rows in the crowd.
No, it's true. There was one auntie who was like, "Oh my God, we need Zarna to be in the front so she can comment on the whole address." And she got so upset because she was like, "I need her to go. I need her to go." And she started waving people around just to pull her through. There was
7 out of
definitely-
10 people in that crowd, I think, knew your mother.
Everyone, dude.
Everyone knew her.
Yeah,
It was just some of them were
And
probably.
actually, there was a woman in the audience. Speaking of powerful women, there was a woman in the audience.
Hi, I'm here with Sharmila Karamchandani. She did the Diwali Rangoli outside the entryway for the White House Diwali celebration with the Vice President last year. Hi everyone. And you teach people how to do this Diwali Rangoli? I do many other forms of art as well, and I teach graphic design. Wow, she's an artist and she teaches specific Diwali art and a lot of other Indian art. So happy to meet you, Sharmila.
And she does this like on a bigger scale, like where big events, she decorates the space, and my God, the work is so spectacular.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of women doing very cool things in the audience, and it is true that there seemed to be a lot. I mean, the men too, for sure. But the women too were like very, very accomplished. There were a few kids running around.
Yes,
There were a couple of
They
kids.
weren't running around, but
No, I meant like they were in the room.
Yeah, there were a lot of
And I
kids.
was wondering who those kids were, but they seem.
I was really enjoying also overhearing because we were all together. You could really overhear other people's conversations. And while I am not an eavesdropper, I did pick up on some interesting conversations that were happening between people who were talking about geopolitics and what it means to be Indian and what we need to bring to the table and what we need to be advocating for. And I saw so many adults talking about that, and it made me feel very inspired about, okay, we all need to step up and learn about what we can do to bring more conversations to the table. So I saw that happening at an adult level everywhere.
One thing is clear. As Indians, we felt very welcome.
Yeah.
We felt loved. We were so excited to be included, and as a family to be included, to share with you, our viewers, our audience, how beautifully White House celebrated Diwali, the spirit of Diwali, which was honored in such an elegant way. And we want to hear like everything that you think about this episode. What do you want to see next? They are watching. The White House is watching our podcast, believe it or not. So tell us what you want to see for next year's Diwali. How do you want our country and our people to be celebrated? And
the grades? I mean, I want a grade.
As we end
It's always
every
for the grades.
episode with a round of good grades with Garg, so too this episode we will do a riveting round of good grades with Gargs. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it a little fun because we got dressed up for this event. So we're gonna do a little catwalk into the camera one at a time, and you guys are gonna grade who is the A grade for dressing up for Diwali. Okay, whose
let me go
outfit you
first.
like? Oh, can you just hold on?
You're a little bit ahead
Can
of
you hold
yourself.
on? So we're gonna go, and then and then we will assign each other a grade, and we want to hear your grades. Okay, who wants to go first? Just
I
walk.
think
I think I know who wants to go
Okay,
first.
Go, Shalabh.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to let you know this jacket
Oh my god.
is
it's a fit check.
is a Brioni
I thought it was
jacket.
just a walk.
The tie
It
is
was just
Salvatore
a walk.
Ferragamo.
I-
The pants are like, I forget the designer. The shoes are exceptionally special. I recently bought them.
Are the
designer
shoes in the frame?
Our shoes in the frame, and from Louis Vuitton, Christian Louis Vuitton, and the rest of it is me.
He didn't do the catwalk.
Wow, very
no,
nice.
This is good.
And
Okay, who wants to go
just-
next?
I'll go
I wanna
next.
go-
Okay, hold on. Okay, Bridge, go.
Okay. I'll keep. Actually, no. Hold on.
So you want to describe your outfit a little bit, or
Okay,
no?
yeah.
Now that Dad started this, you have to describe it.
Okay. Shoes are from a very small place. Like. Shoes are from a very small place called Little Eric's in New York City, which is like the place that has been supplying the men in our family with shoes forever. The outfit was custom made by my mom's friend, and she'll definitely speak more about that when it's her turn. And it's beautiful. Like I really love the design here. I think it really like shows off like, I don't know. I felt really confident in this. I really like this pin I have on,
From
the circle
Nazrana NJ.
from Nazrana and
Nazrana,
Jay
New Jersey.
from Nazrana, New Jersey. And yeah, that's my fit.
Cheers! Okay, so you want to go
My
next?
turn.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Do I keep the mic?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Oh.
Down.
Okay. So shoes.
Mike.
Oh, shoes. I stole from my brother. So as most of my fits. Outfit from what's her name?
Malika Mathur.
Malika Mathur.
In Delhi.
Yeah, in Delhi. She made it for most of us are outfitted by her. So thank you. Shout out to her. And then this pin is from a designer brand that I don't want to shout out
Why?
because I don't support designer brands.
Oh.
But you're wearing it.
Yeah, because it looks good. But yeah, that's my fit.
Okay, alright. Well, you know, by the way, we forgot to mention Bridge's new beard situation. If you guys would like to comment on Bridge, can you come
Why
closer to the
is this
camera?
back in the
No,
cockpit?
because I
How
don't
does this
think-
relate to this
I
whole
don't think you
episode?
should keep the beard, but you can feel free to comment on it because
It's also especially well groomed right now. So
it's not always.
so just let us know what you think of the well groomed look as well, because
Okay.
I think it's valuable.
Okay, now Zoya or me?
Okay,
Zoya,
I can
wanna
go.
Go.
Do my little walk.
My mock
Do a little
was way
spin?
better,
Oh,
respectfully.
okay, thank you. One of us was Miss New York top 10. So, so my outfit, my mom got me this dress. It is a silk dress, and she actually bought it for me because we always get frustrated that Indian American clothing goes very, very expensive and wedding pretty quickly. And while that outfit looks so good on so many women, it's just not practical, right? Like, it's very expensive. It takes up a lot of space in the closet, and you're not going to be able to wear it more than once or twice. Whereas this garment, it's American, but it's very Indian in its color. We dressed it up Indian with some bangles and these earrings, and I just love it. And I'm wearing a flat heel because I need to walk, and yeah, that's my outfit.
Earrings?
Earrings are
Nazrana.
Pretty good.
Earrings are Nazrana NJ.
And my outfit is self-designed by me because I like what I like to wear. I don't want other people's advice. It's a churidar kurta. These are Chanel shoes and I saved them for my special occasions. And what am I wearing? Oh, my earrings are, what's that brand? Shalabh. What the phone? You're in the camera.
Oh, what's it?
Keep that in.
Kidding
Keep
me.
that in.
Which brand are we talking about?
I forget the name of the brand, but I can tag them. I'll tag them. My earrings, I rarely get this dressed up, but I tried to wear black because it felt like a more somber, like a more elegant affair. I didn't want to show up in a bright color, especially because I had one in a very bright red. I felt, let me go the other way. And but this outfit has been designed by me because I like the style that I like. And Malika Mathur in Delhi made the outfit. My shoes are Chanel. And
Mom, show the hair.
Show the hair, yeah.
oh, look at my hair, my clips, my
Look at my
hair
hair.
and clips. Hair designed by Kanwal Batul. Top hair and makeup artist in New York City. You don't want to miss it. Even Zoya's hair. If you like Zoya's hair, that's Kanwal Batul. And don't book her because I need to keep her. Anyway. Book her. It's okay. She's so good. Everybody book her. Kanwal Batul, New York City. So excited. This is my usual auntie outfit, but this time in black. I saved it for the White House. I want to hear what you guys think. And now who wants to grade each other on this outfitting today?
Or should we do an A grade on
How about
the...
I just go around and grade everybody's outfit?
Why would we do that? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to switch up good grades with Gargs, and Veer today is going to grade each person's outfit.
Okay, I'm going from left to right.
Okay.
Baya, because I have to give your outfit a good rating, because if I give you're a bad one, then I have to give myself a bad one.
Okay.
So,
I'm
going to give you an A minus.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take
You
the A.
lost points at the shoes because they're not as fly as mine.
Okay. Or
Didi?
his own shoes, but yeah.
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 Didi, I'm not gonna lie. I'm giving you an A plus.
Oh, that's giving me an A plus, but yeah, because I designed.
I never get this from Veer.
The hair, the dress, the earrings are all on point. I have to give you an A plus.
Woo!
Mom,
Yes.
I'll give you an A.
Oh.
A plus below an A, it's okay, take it.
Why am I not getting an A
A
plus?
is ace.
So why'd you give her a plus?
Because
Okay, all right. There's biases. The siblings like to control each other.
okay, well, her dress pops more.
Okay.
So I'm giving you an A.
Okay.
Dad, I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving you an A plus too.
Oh, I like it.
What did we get screwed over?
Okay.
How did Dad get an A plus?
Dad's suit is it's like his regular suits, but the reason I'm really giving you the A plus is the shoes. Like you really balled out for the shoes. Like I know
To
they
be
were
honest,
expensive.
you know what? For the shoes, I have to give credit to your mother. It's not the kind of shoes that I have ever bought in my entire life. She bought them from this place, Christian Louboutin, which I told earlier. And they're fabric shoes. I never buy fabric. I always buy leather. So it is the first time that I'm wearing fabric shoes, and they are really cute. I like them.
Okay.
Of course,
Wait,
I
I'm
asked
not
the
done.
saleswoman, and she said if you drop even a bottle of water, a drop of water or coffee, they're done. So I'm really scared. I'm going to take them off as soon as we are done and put them in a bag. They're not walking shoes.
And then for myself, of course, I have to give myself the A plus plus
Mm,
because
of course.
I always rock my outfits. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, this has been a roundup of attending the White House Diwali celebration 2024. It has been such an honor, such a pleasure to be included as a whole family.
Yeah.
We love that the White House is watching our podcast, and their staff and their administration is a fan of our very wholesome podcast. We are not a gotcha situation. We're not a celebrity situation. We're just everyday people who love to make everyday experiences happen and observe them and share them with the world. So we want to know what you think of our episode, what you think of our outfitting, what you want to see in American celebrations of Diwali. We want to hear it all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and can't wait to see you next time. Everybody say bye.
Bye.